Hello everyone, I'm Heather, the Starlight Priestess, here today with another pick a card reading. Before I get started with that reading, if you would like a personal reading with me, the details are below. If you are also interested in my Oracle card app, I will leave details for my Oracle cards and how you can download the app down below. We're going to be using this deck today to pick a card during each of the pile readings. Okay, so let's get started. The 3 piles you can choose from, I have pre-selected cards, by the way. We have 44, Deep Being, Self-Love and Acceptance. See if I can get it a little bit closer. It's not really coming into focus, but you can see it a little bit more clearly at least. Okay. Then we have 18, Cast the Circle, Raising Vibrations. Then we have pile 3, Moonwater Reset. And I will have a picture of these for a better up-close image of each of the piles before you choose one. Okay, select the pile that resonates with you. If you select more than one or even all 3, as long as it resonates you, that's what's important. The timestamps will be below, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Let's see what the cards have for you. Okay, I'm going to take your self-love and acceptance and put it up there. Now, I have not looked at the cards, so this is going to be a big reveal. Okay, let's see. Heighten your vitality. Clear endeavor. The words are coming through. We're clearing out. Raising your vibrations. We have self-love and acceptance. I think I see a theme, but we'll keep going. Crown chakra. Man holding a heart. In perfect harmony. Feeling the world. Desert, Vision Quest. You know what? I am guided to put that over here. We'll do this. Okay. Let's see what we have. We have a lot of 40s. Interesting. We have 49, 41, 45, 44, 39. It's all in the 40s, close to 40. But then we have 11 and 13 down here. These don't have that. You know, from this Vision Quest and Veiled, it feels like you're looking for something, but you just keep coming up empty. But here it says clear endeavor. Maybe this is just clearing away. It's interesting, we also have this lighter color of the crown chakra, and she has a snowflake up around her crown chakra. Okay, what messages are coming in? Raising your vibrations. This is all about raising your vibrations. And we have this self-love and acceptance card. And it feels like they're kind of, your guides, the universe, are kind of keeping you on a very quiet path right now, like keeping you in a space without distraction, because they're wanting you to focus on you, raising your vibration. Yeah, okay. It's interesting because she's holding a sphere, or what it could be the world, and the same picture is right here, holding the world, holding this sphere. And it feels like what they're showing me is there's just too much distraction. Clearing out so you can be in harmony with the universe. Holding a heart, man holding a heart, the primary message coming through is like offering love, but it feels like it's an inward space. The universe is giving you the chance to love yourself and to find a way to love yourself. And so they're kind of closing down things that you're trying to manifest right now, or at least for the time being. Everything is kind of slowed down because they want you to focus on you. They want you to focus on your vibration. Focus on raising your vibration. Focus on clearing out anything that's stagnant. And that makes a lot of sense, because winter is a time to go inward, is a time to go inside and find things that are not in harmony with your vibration. They're trying to guide you to clear out your energy, to clear out anything that might be holding you back or keeping your vibration low. And it's funny because pile 2 is actually raising your vibrations. So if you feel drawn to that pile as well, I haven't read it yet, but you might find that resonates with you as well, or there's messages for you in that pile as well. But yeah, this is raising your vibration. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how they would like you to raise your vibration. Okay, grounding and messages coming in through the crown chakra, like clearing your energy. Okay, possibly sleeping, resting your body, clearing energy that's stagnant. Let's see what else we can find. Let's use the mermaid deck. How can pile 1 raise their vibration, guides? Actually, you know what? I am called to take another message from these piles, this one in particular. Okay, let's pull 1 card and put it on top of this. Okay. The Royal You. Again, for me, that's the crown chakra. It's this crown up here, and it's this energy, and she has a very similar crown. This energy coming in through the crown chakra and blooming and opening up. There's a lot of messages for you that they're wanting you to hear and listen, and you're not going to without distraction, without the distraction that's currently in your life. So things that you can get rid of, you're being guided to do so, at least for the time being. Like maybe put down social media, your phone. If you have a lot of work distraction, see if you can clear that out. See if you can lessen that. If you have granted family, work, things like that, the things that we need to do, we need to keep, putting our efforts into those kinds of things. But if there's, if you volunteer or anything that you can cut out, maybe the toxic relationships. Take a step back from family or friendships if they're distracting you. Maybe volunteering is not something you'd want to give up because it makes you feel good, it makes you happy, it brings you joy, and that's just fine. They're guiding me to say things that draw your energy, okay? Things that lower your vibration. That's what they're guiding you to release from your life or let go of right now. Things that bring you joy, things that make you happy, absolutely keep doing. But anything that draws your energy, that lowers your vibration, that's what needs to be released right now, because you have a ton of messages coming in. You have a very divine connection, and you're getting downloads that are very important to your spiritual path and your life. There's just a lot of information coming in. You might even be getting information from like past lives, parallel lives that are guiding you into the direction to take with your life. But if you have these toxic things, if you have these low vibrational situations, that energy is not going to be able to come in. Those messages are going to be kind of blocked. And so clearing that out, putting yourself first, loving yourself, okay? You might have been having things come up lately, things that have triggered you, situations with maybe people, maybe these toxic situations or things that are lowering your vibration have been coming up repeatedly in your life lately, and you're being guided to clear that out. Maybe you've been triggered by people or situations, and the universe is saying to you, these situations are not for your highest good. It's time you put your self-love first. You love yourself. You find power within. You find your personal power, and step up. Say something to these people, or simply step back from friendships, relationships, situations, etc. Anything that's causing you not necessarily pain, but anything that's causing you to feel bad about yourself, to doubt yourself. Sometimes we do need these situations to see what we need to heal. Sometimes these situations can be healed, so it's going to be different for everyone. But the message is clear that you need to be loving yourself first. And so anything that's taking up energy, that's lowering your vibration, or taking up energy, I should say, in a negative way, that lowers your vibration, that's what you're being guided to clear out and heal. Okay, so sometimes, some of these situations may not even be external. They may not be with people or situations in your life. They could be completely internal. And situations are coming up that cause you to doubt yourself, that cause you to get angry or feel depleted or feel betrayed. And that's old energy, old stuck emotions, karma that's needing to be cleared out. And so the triggers are helping you find what lessons or what energy no longer resonates with you. And so it needs to be cleared out to raise your vibration. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to take one more card from this deck. Let's see. What other messages are coming through, guides, for pile 1? Yep, storm. Okay. So it's not necessarily going to be an easy path, or maybe you've had some kind of wake-up call. You've had some situation that has made you really think about your life or assess your life. Maybe you have something that's going to happen that caused you to reassess your life, that caused you to go inward. And it's all for your highest good. It's all about clearing out what no longer resonates. It is a wake-up call. It's a trigger. And so this may be something falling away, something falling out of your life. Maybe it's a choice that you have to make, that you need to release something from your life, someone from your life. Get rid of old thought patterns, old ways of being, ways of acting, ways of seeing the world. That could be what they're asking you to clear out right here. But it's whatever's coming up is for your highest good. You're probably going to hear me say that way too much during this reading, but it's all for your highest good. We try to remember that even in the toughest situations, it's something that we have divinely asked for to experience in this life, to get a more or a deeper human understanding, so we can understand compassion and love and unconditional love and be more one. When we can understand people's pain and suffering, we can be more at one with humanity, and that is a goal. I'm not sure if it's the goal, but at least it's one of our goals of being in this human existence, to feel this oneness. Because at a much higher level, beings are at one. There's a consciousness, and being a part of this consciousness is, and I'm not sure how to explain this, but it feels like beings that are not human do have this one consciousness. I'm not exactly sure how that works, so we'll just leave it at that. But let's see. Let's pull another card from the energy deck. Okay. Financial constraints. Okay. What's coming through with that one? Move these down a little bit. Okay, so your financial constraints, if you've been having financial constraints, or maybe this is just abundance, okay, it could be specifically money, or it could simply be abundance in general. The word luck is coming through. I don't really believe in luck, but I guess that might resonate with some of you. You just feel like unlucky. You might feel like everything you try to do just kind of falls apart or doesn't go anywhere. Maybe it's specifically luck, like everyone around you is getting these wonderful things happening to them in their lives, and you're just kind of there, stuck, and just kind of everything is mediocre or falling apart or just not working. And it's like empty. And it feels like there's like this cobweb, this spider web, as you can see here. It's kind of, you can see the spider webs on the card, but what they're showing me is the spider webs are kind of blocking, and the spider webs are a belief system. And your belief system about your abundance or your luck is what's keeping you in this space of lack or this space of unluckiness. It's the belief system. And that's what they're asking you to heal. Is part of it is based on your inability to love yourself and appreciate yourself. And you don't have the perspective that you are capable of amazing things. You don't have the perspective that maybe it's not the perspective, but the mindset, the belief system. And this could be, forgive me, okay? With my throat, this could just be about speaking up, not able to speak your mind. But they're showing me like it's not even necessarily on the surface something that you realize. It could be a belief system that is so deep ingrained in your subconscious that you're creating these experiences for yourself, these blockages. And to a point, your future, I already talked about your guides are kind of keeping your future quiet or things, that are meant for you on the back burner right now until you get this cleared up. But they're also saying that some of these beliefs come from deep within you. And so looking at childhood or patterns, that's what they're saying. They're saying patterns, repeating patterns that are occurring throughout your life. And this could be karma. This could be past life stuff, but it's continued into this life. And so you're going to see patterns. So if you feel unlucky, you've probably been noticing throughout your life that you've had blockages, that you've had repeated situations or people telling you that you're not worthy, that you're not smart enough, that you're not enough in some way, shape, or form. And that's the thought pattern that needs to be cleared out. But it could be difficult because it could be so subconscious that you don't notice that that's how you're actually thinking and that's how you're actually feeling. Okay, let's take another card. Let's take one more card from that deck. Where are you? Okay. And then see where we're at. Culmination of vision. So your guides are wanting your vision to align with what you actually want. So they're saying right now you're manifesting your life based on these subconscious beliefs, these beliefs that are so deep down and ingrained that you might not even know that that's what you believe, that that's what you're thinking, and that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're creating for yourself. So it's time to really dig down and look at that belief system and how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, because your vision of life, your perspective of life has some low vibrational energies. And so you're perpetuating those energies and keeping yourself in this place of unluckiness, or maybe just the inability to kind of move forward, or maybe you've been at the same salary for a really long time. Maybe this is in a relationship or a friendship, maybe something in there is a little bit toxic or just not beneficial. Maybe it's not thoroughly toxic, but it's just not beneficial for you. So if you're struggling right now, if something is triggering you, if something is happening that's not fun, that's negative, that is really troubling, very difficult, it is that wake-up call to say, hey, this is generated from a thought pattern. and it can be cleared out. You know, I said sometimes we come into this life, we choose the experiences we have. And for you, Pile 1, I'm feeling it's not necessarily you chose to experience like these specific experiences, but you chose to experience this belief system to figure out how to heal it and to figure out how to remove it from your energy field. And so you have this pattern. You should be able to see a pattern. And it should be related to whatever this wake-up call is. And that's what you're being asked to clear out, any belief system that surrounds that situation. Okay, I'm going to do one last card from my deck. Okay. Hopefully it's not too bright. Okay. Let's do one card, and for Pile 1. Rainbow. Well, rainbow, can you see it? It's so bright. Okay, you can kind of see it. Anyway, rainbow is all about the beautiful rainbow, the gifts after the storm. And we had this tsunami, we had kind of a storm, and so your rainbow is coming. There's always a rainbow after rain. You know, the sunlight comes out, it shines bright. So whatever situation you're currently in, this is a reminder, just understand there's a rainbow coming, okay? You have these blockages here. You know, you have this, you're searching for something, you want something, you want to create something, you want to manifest something. And it's currently, the way ahead is currently blocked. The way ahead is currently just kind of shadowed and fogged over. So you can't really see, and it's because it's fixing all this stuff that's keeping you held back. But there is a rainbow at the end. There is a rainbow coming. There's a rainbow. They want you to know that there is a rainbow after. There's a reward. There's something beautiful at the end of the storm. So I know this is difficult sometimes. Some of these things can be so challenging. But they want you to know that your gifts and your blessings are coming. They're on the way. Okay? I hope this reading resonated with you, Pile 1. Please hit that like button if you liked it. If it resonated and you want to leave some kind of story or tell me what's going on, please do so in the comments. You could also tell me where you're from, or, you know, even here, how about leaving a butterfly to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button and click the notifications icon so you are notified when I post new content. I am sending you so much love, Pile 1, and I will see you back here for more readings. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Okay, so let's get into the cards. I am going to put this card up over here. I brought this deck out for Pile 1, but I didn't use it. So we'll see what we have time for you guys. Now, I have not looked at the cards yet, so it's going to take a minute for me to feel their energy. Now, I will say that Pile 1 was all about raising your vibration, and you picked raising vibrations. So if Pile 1 resonated with you, I might go check that one out as well. Okay. It's interesting. I actually saw this card in Pile 1's reading, so that's even greater confirmation that you might resonate with Pile 1. And holy Okay, so the very last card I pulled for pile 1 from my personal deck is Rainbow and Blessings. So that's a deep connection with pile 1. Okay. Okay, it feels like for this journey card, you've actually been on a journey. And look at that. We have a 2 and we have a 2. They're 2 2s. 21, 26. We have 8s, 18, 8, and 8. 8 signifies abundance. 2 signifies a journey, a path, staying positive, staying on course. Okay, so that's very aligned. Strategy. Strategy is all about writing your story, making plans. They're asking you to, it's like they're asking you to create a new persona, basically. I mean, this card is raising your vibrations, but what I'm seeing is you're creating a new you, a new you that aligns, that more fully aligns with what your soul desires. See, we have be true to your heart, hope and happiness. It's being free. You're going to find freedom when you align with what your soul wants. So those things that make you happy, those things that bring you joy, those things in your life that give you energy and give you vibration and give you motivation and momentum, those are the things you're being asked to follow and do, and situations to put yourself in. And you could be in a situation. So pile 1 was about clearing out lower vibrational energies, people, situation, thoughts, patterns, energetic patterns. And you could be still in that space. You're not quite ready for like this rebirth or this new you. But if you're in that space, look inward, look inside. We have this Into Me I See card, and it's all about looking inward, finding what you connect with. So blocking out the distractions that keep you from looking inside your soul and being within yourself. It's about getting rid of, they're saying, demons. So the things that are plaguing you, the things that are bothering you, the things that are hurting your soul or keeping you stuck in specific thought patterns. It's interesting, it's around the circle and they're showing me thought patterns, like spiraling thought patterns, things you keep circling back to. But they're also saying this might be a continuing thing, but just at different levels, so you could be clearing out, maybe you're clearing out or healing thought patterns related to your self-esteem, and you think you've worked through this feeling, but then it comes back again. And my guides are showing me that it's not quite the same. It feels the same, but it's actually on different levels. So you're still progressing. So don't give up. I know it feels like you're just doing the same thing over and over again, but they're saying it's just at different levels. So don't give up. Keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to notice new situations arriving that better align with your soul desires, things that you love, things that you're passionate about, things that resonate with you. And when you pursue those endeavors, that's where you're going to find abundance. And it's abundance. It's not necessarily just prosperity. They're showing me different roots. So, as a tree goes down, it has all these different roots that go down into the ground. And you have like a root of family. You have a root of, I'm so sorry. You have a root of joy. You have a root that's maybe luck, although I'm not really believing in luck, but it's about like fortunate things, just fortunate things, synchronicities that fall into place for you. You have another root of love. So, maybe you have family or deep loving connections and friendships. You just have general abundance in your life, everything. You feel full. You feel fulfilled. And that's when you're finding this hope and happiness. Is everything is just kind of working out for you. You have blessings. You have these infinite blessings. Oh, and look at the blessings card. Okay. So, yes, new beginnings. Okay, we have spring here and new beginnings. So it feels like you might have come from pile 1. Maybe you're still there in that space energy. And this is the product. This is what's coming for you. Raising your vibrations. Being able to better understand what you want in life. Sometimes we're really blocked about what we want and what we can have in life, what we believe we can have, because of negative thought patterns, low vibrational thought patterns. And so we think that, okay, we don't deserve this. We can't have this. This is not, in our ability to get. And so we have those thought patterns. And so sometimes the universe blocks us from moving forward until we get rid of those thought patterns, because it's just manifesting more of what we don't want. But it's time for us to manifest what we do want, what resonates with our soul, what aligns with us. And that's kind of the space pile 1 is in. So you might be in that same space. You might be moving out of that and moving into this energy of rebirth. Because it feels like from this card, see, they have the light, there's direction, the directionalities, but she's holding her lantern back this way. And so it's like she's been through a period of dark, but now she's at the light. She's coming into the light, and now she can see directionality. She has all these options. She has these choices. Which direction do I want to go? And that's exactly this right here, this strategy. Where do you want to go? Where do you want your life to take you? What energy do you want to have resonate throughout your life? Because you have these roots, you have this abundance, you have these blessings, you have this rebirth. This is really an amazing energy to be in, pile 2. Because you're here at this crossroads, at this ability to design your life, to figure out exactly what you want and where you want your life to go. That's a really, really, really neat space. It's like we have this raising vibrations cards. It's like you came from pile 1 and you have raised your vibration. Maybe you even have new people in your life that have helped you raise your vibration, that now resonate with you. And you've been through a lot. And so your blessings are here. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's 4 a.m. Okay, maybe you feel like you need to sleep. Okay, I'm not going to take all these cards. Let's reshuffle. So I was thinking about yawning. Okay, what additional card would you like for pile 2? Focus on the cards. Guides, what would you like to share with pile 2? So I'm picking up solar plexus chakra energy. Okay, what other messages do you have for pile 2, guides? Okay, we're just going to take the top one. Okay, you are worth it. Look at that. You are worth it. And that's it. That is solar plexus chakra energy. Worthiness. You are worth happiness. You are worth whatever is in your heart. You are worth it. So allow yourself to know that. And as you step through, as you design your future, as you map out what you want. Okay, so you know what? As I said map out, but it could resonate with you to do a vision board. You might want to do a vision board. Or at least some kind of, you could literally want to do or be guided to do some kind of map of your life. Not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily do a timeline because timelines are, it raises expectations that don't necessarily work with divine timing. But you can map out what they're showing me as like a circle in the center, you know, maybe with your name on it, or maybe with an emotion of what you want to feel in your life. Maybe it's, you know, a giant heart because you want a heart-centered life, a love-centered life. And then you have a line with another little circle and, you know, a picture of a family, maybe your family, or, you know, you want a certain number of kids. Maybe you want another section is to do your life, like your career or what you want to do for your job. Maybe you want to travel, and so you have a section for travel. Maybe you have a section for, you know, a fitness journey that you want to be on or something like that. And it's funny, I did four topics, and there's 4 little maps, 4 little signposts here. So they're showing me this. It's like it's mapping out your life, like visually mapping out your life. So that might be something that you're aligned, divinely guided to do, is to put your desires down on paper and make sure that everything you put down, you know you're worthy of. It doesn't matter if you feel you're worthy about it now. You need to work toward raising your vibration to know that you're worth it. And if it's on a little map, if it's on a piece of paper, and you have any doubts about anything that is on that map, you can work through that energetic resonance. So, for example, you have this weird feeling, like you put a family down in the corner, and you have this feeling that it just doesn't set well with you. Explore those feelings, because it's most likely doubt, self-doubt. Maybe not. Maybe it could be, you know, something like an expectation to have a family, but you may not really want a family. So if something is on your map and it doesn't set well, figure out why. Explore the emotions on that, because there could be a reason. Okay, let's pull another card from this deck. What other messages do you have for pile 2, guides? Victory. Look at that. And look, there's another 2 and another 8. That's perfect. This reading is so perfectly synchronistic. We have another 8 for abundance and another 2 for path and staying positive and staying light. That's perfect. Okay, victory. I mean, that doesn't say much more. You're on a winning path. You're on the right path. Just keep going. Yes, there's going to be things that come into your path. You may be on this map, you find, as I was talking about going through those emotions, if there's any emotions that resonate with kind of difficulty for anything that you've put on your little life map, those are just kind of little things to heal, little things to remove from your path, but you're still on the right path. You've still been on this journey, and keep going by all means, because you're doing great. You're doing all the right things, and you're to the stage where you've been through some shit and it's time for your blessings to come in. It's time for you to experience a rebirth. Okay, let's take a look at another card from this deck. Okay, any other messages for pile 2, guys? This is a really, really positive reading. So if it doesn't resonate, if this reading doesn't resonate, do take a look at pile 1, because you might be right at the beginning where you're moving into pile 2. Quieting the mind. Okay. And it's interesting, this card popped out as I was talking about potentially being connected or in this space, that you're not quite there, that you're moving into this space. And in pile 1, there was like a block. There was one of the cards was Fog and Vision Quest. And we have this Quieting the Mind card, which is all about going inward. And you know, it's interesting because she has a star at her crown chakra, and here the star is the heart chakra. And it's all about resonating with your heart, resonating with your soul, what feels right, clearing out anything that doesn't bring you joy, clearing out anything that doesn't fulfill you, that keeps you stuck in low vibrational energy, and energy that makes you feel bad, that makes you feel lesser, or brings you pain. Obviously, we're going to have pain throughout life. That's okay. We kind of signed up for that, to experience that. But if it keeps you in this negative space, that's when we have to find a way to release it and heal it. And you might need to quiet your mind. You might need to go inward. See, we have the intimacy. You might need to go inward to figure out what is going on inside of you. If you still have those lower vibrations, if you still have things or places in your life where you feel stuck, maybe even creating a strategy, you find it difficult to know what you want out of life because you've been in this very difficult space. That's when it's time to go inside, quiet out, or block out all the distractions so you can be quiet and you can understand what you truly want, what resonates with you. And if you can't at this time, don't worry, it's coming. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. This is what's coming for you. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and take one of these cards, because this is a timing. I wasn't necessarily called to pull a timing card in pile 1. Let's see, guides, do you have some kind of timing? If those watching are transitioning from 1 to 2, when is this energy of pile 2 going to be noticed? Okay. Let's see. I don't know. What's coming up in my head is 2 to 8 months. I know that is wildly random, but of course that's dependent on people. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. I think we're very close to being in Taurus. Maybe we're in Taurus currently. Or very soon. I don't know. I don't know my dates as well as I should. Okay, we will just kind of put that to the side and see what resonates. What's in my head? What I'm seeing, what my guides are showing me is 2 to 8 months, depending. But another thing that's coming through too with this is to release control. Don't, the more you focus on trying to get the answers and forcing things, the farther out it's going to push things. The more you search for answers, the more you search for a conclusion, sometimes it just makes things longer. Okay. So since I did that, I will not do another card here, but what I do want to do is I want to do one last card from my deck. Okay. So let's see. Readings. We have pile 2. Moonlight. Okay, moonlight is all about moon energy, the cycles of the moon, about the light being brought to the darkness and feminine energy. Okay, so it's not necessarily a time to act. It's a time to go inward. It's a time to really focus on your desires, what you want, what resonates with you. It's not a time like you have the masculine energy. Masculine energy is all about action and potentially forcing things and making things work, and taking the lead. Feminine energy is a lot more inward facing and emotional. And so you're being asked to take a look at your emotions, your desires, what resonates with you, what brings you joy, what raises your vibration. It's all about like the background work to act on the life you want. It's preparing to act on what you want to create for yourself in your life. And if you resonate with like nighttime and the moon, maybe spend more time meditating in moonlight. We have a full moon coming up, so maybe that resonates with you, and that's something you'd like to plan for, is doing like a ritual or just spending time in the moonlight as we approach the full moon. Okay, I am going to leave it there. If you like my reading, please hit that like button. If you'd like to leave something in the comments, I'd love to hear what's going on or how this might have resonated with you. If you made it to the end of the reading and would like to let me know, we have this little bunny here. Maybe leave me a bunny in the comments. If you like my readings and would like to see more of them, please subscribe and hit that notification icon so you are notified when I post new content. I'm sending you all so much love, Pile 2, and I will see you back here for more readings. Hello, Pile 3. You selected Moonwater Reset. So let's put this card over here to the side. These are our timing cards. I didn't use them with Pile 1. I did with Pile 2. Let's see if I feel we need them for you guys. Okay. I have not seen the cards yet, so we're going to explore these cards as I pull them out. Okay. Be spontaneous. Intuition. Woman holding a heart. Door to value. Okay, that feels very solar plexus chakra. A higher view. Beautiful uncaging. Deep breath. Oh yeah, you've got, there's 3 cards. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, let's do it like that so we can see all 3 of them. Stone people and breath. It feels like they're asking you to let go of expectations. Because you have this Be Spontaneous card. and then intuition. And I'm seeing once you let go of like expectations, that's why we have this reset, this clearing, cleansing. And so the very last card I drew for pile 2 was Moonlight. So if you feel drawn to pile 2, that there might be messages for you in pile 2. But they're saying let go of expectations, let go of preconceived notions about your life or the people around you. Because your intuition is really strong right now. And these expectations are blocking you from seeing everything that your guides are showing you in your life. Okay. And we have this heart here and we have this heart here. It's interesting. This one's caged and she's kind of like holding her heart up in a way. It feels like you haven't been following your heart. You've had these expectations and you've been following these expectations, but not really living from your heart. And my guides are saying to let go of that, to release it, to release these expectations. It might be that you're sticking to these expectations, and so your life is just not fulfilling. But it's because the expectations are not necessarily aligned for you. What you expect your life to look like or how you expect your life to feel is based on other people's expectations, maybe your family, society. But it's not what's right for you. And they're saying you deserve more. My guides are saying you deserve more. More that aligns with you. So you're being asked to take a step back. Take a step back from your life and take a good look at it. Because you're so down in the depths of it right now that some things may not be clear. You know, you might be very emotional about things, or they're very... I'm not going to go down that road. So just take a step back, a higher view, a higher perspective. That was very strange. Sorry. It was like I was going down a path and it was just blocked. It was nothing. And so I guess my guides don't want me to go down that direction. Okay. So interesting, we have a 7, a 14, and then a 41, and the 41 and 14 are kind of mirrors of each other. And it's a deep breath, and we have a breath here. Breathe. Okay. What does breathe mean? Sorry, pile 3, this is not as clear. Yours is a little bit more complicated. Breathe in and let go. It's like letting go. It's the breath out that they're asking me to focus on. It's letting go, letting out, releasing, exhaling. As we breathe in, we hold on to hope, and we hold our breath waiting. But when we let go, we release the carbon dioxide. And there's a catch before we inhale again. And it's in that exhaling the old and waiting for the new to come in. It's a cycle. And the breath is all about letting go in anticipation for something new, more air. And that's the space that you're in. You have to let go. Something new is coming in. And they're showing me this card now, that like value. And so if you're in a place where you're kind of stuck, where something doesn't resonate, something new is coming in, but you have to find your release first. You have to let go of what has been and prepare for something new. And so this higher perspective comes from the perspective of things are fluid, things are changing. And with this card, I know it says vigilance, but they're showing me like, it's almost like a tidal plane. You can see like the bottom of this rock is kind of wet, like where waves have been, and the water is out. So it's like the tide is out. And you know what? That's funny because the moon shapes the tides. And we are actually coming up on a full moon. Granted, if you're watching this, 3 months from now, that may not be the case, but at least right now we're coming up on a full moon. And so the tides are getting stronger, in and out, and that's exactly how we breathe, in and out, in and out. And it's the tide is out now, and it's that space of releasing the breath that they just showed me. And something is coming in. More is coming in, but you're in this space where you need to let go, you need to exhale, you need to release the expectations, you need to release what picture you had of your life, or maybe it's a very particular situation. You have to release and let it go so this value can come in. And it's not so much, like I said, I feel solar plexus chakra energy. And as I'm looking into this, it's not so much about the solar plexus chakra energy. It kind of is, in the sense that you have these expectations for yourself, but the universe is saying you deserve so much more. That's why you have to let go of the expectations, because you have so much more coming in than you could ever expect. And that's what they're wanting you to let go of, because if you're expecting something, you're limiting yourself. The universe has your back on this. The universe is bringing you beautiful blessings and gifts that you can't necessarily fathom for yourself. Okay? This is like the space, you're in this space of kind of an intermission. You're in this space of exhale where you just have to let go. And so that's why it's saying be spontaneous. Have fun. Don't put too much pressure on yourself right now to be or do or think or act. Feel. You're in a space where you just need to feel. Wow. Okay. That's given me chills. That is so strong. Okay. I want to pull another card from this deck. Okay. 10-10 on the timer. 10 and 0, things coming to a close. 1, new beginnings. Harmony. Okay. Letting go of expectations helps you harmonize with the energy, with how your world is changing. Once you release expectations, you let go of what you think your life should be like, and so you stop forcing things. You stop trying to make things fit. You flow. And that's the space they're trying to get you in, that your guides are trying to get you in, is the space of harmonizing with what's going on. That's why being spontaneous is so important, following your intuition, releasing those expectations, those preconceived notions, those things that I have to do this, I have to do this, it's been done like this, so I have to keep doing it like that. No. Follow your intuition. If you're guided to go this direction, go that direction. And I said there's a lot of 4s, there's a lot of 3s in here. That's your ascended masters. Those are your angels. They are very, very, very strongly guiding you. So trust your intuition, because your guides and your angels are helping you. Okay, let's take another card from this deck. You just need to live right now in a space of going with the flow, not pushing. And that moon energy is very feminine energy. It's very in the flow, not staying back, but not being active, like doing and going and seeing and being. It's all about following your intuition, following your motions. Okay. Sacral chakra. Passion, creativity, harnessing sexual energy. Okay, if you feel blocked in those areas, your creativity, your passion, it could be time to take a look at your sacral chakra and see if something is holding you back. It's also, for me, that my guides always show me, it's also the chakra related to the inner child. And so allowing yourself to be in that space of your inner child, allowing yourself to have fun. Oh, and something, it's in my chest, it's blocking my ability to talk right now. It feels like maybe when you were a child, you weren't allowed to speak up or do this or act a certain way. And that has molded and shaped your adulthood. And that's something to take a look at releasing. It's a piece of you that was your voice back when you were a child. And not allowing you to speak or say or do or be or act a certain way when you were a child has shaped your adulthood. It's like you were denied the ability to have some aspect, to be something or to do something, to say something when you were a child. And that shaped your expectations that you're being asked to release right now. And it feels like it's one specific thing. It doesn't feel like, it's in general like a whole personality or something. It feels like it's one specific thing. Like you weren't able to ride your bike after dark because of you were going to be abducted or something like that. And so now that thought or that fear has stayed with you all these years, and that's clouding how you see the world. That was just an example. Maybe it resonates with one person, but that's what's coming through. So it's clouded, and your guides are wanting you to release that, because it's not how you need to see the world right now. Okay. Let's do another card from this pile. Actually, no. My guides are saying this deck. Okay, I haven't been called to use this deck yet. So this is something special for you, pile 3. You know what? That's perfect, because we have the moon, and we have the moon. Okay. What's coming up for pile? Probably should have grabbed that card. Okay, we'll take this one. Look, we have more 3s. 33. 33 is a sign of the Ascended Masters, for sure. Success, accomplishment of one's goals. She's releasing her energy out into the universe. That's what they're showing me. She's holding energy in her hands, and it's like accomplishment, a fulfillment of resonating with an energy. And she's creating her own energy. She's creating her own magic. And that's what I saw here. Over here is this door to value. And it's kind of the light's coming down and she's holding the light. She has the light in the palm of her hands to create what she desires. Okay, so for a lot of you, it feels like you're letting go of these expectations. And so you can create, so you can manifest your future. And that's when this door comes in. This door to value. When you know you're valuable, when you know you're powerful, you have that strong inner power and inner resonance, and resonance. You have that inner shine. And you're projecting that out into the world. And what they're showing me now is these are kind of opposites. Whereas you have this darkness of the moon. The moon has its light, but it gets its light from the sun. And so it's like you've almost been getting your light from other people or for other sources. But now she's at the space where she can actually generate her own light. And we all have our inner light. We just need to shine it. But in order to shine our light out into the world, we have to release that which is blocking our light. And expectations from others is a big one that keeps us kind of locked in the darkness, getting our light from other people. But here, she is succeeded. And that is the path that you're on. You're going to succeed. Just keep doing these things. Be spontaneous. Follow your intuition. Shine from within. Let yourself follow your own desires, not the path worn by others. They're showing me this unlocking this heart now. When you can take a higher perspective on your life and you can see what doesn't resonate, or when you can see the expectations that you're living in, that's when you can kind of unlock your heart and say, okay, this is what I really love. This is what I'm really passionate about. And it feels like it's related to that inner child message that I got a little bit ago. You know, it's something from your childhood that you were taught to be quiet about, that you were taught not to show to the world, kind of. Maybe that's your inner light and it's been quieted on this path filled with expectations. But now you're being asked you have to let it all go, because that's where your inner light is coming from, and that's what the world needs. That's how you're fulfilling your destiny, is creating this light and letting this light shine. And if you don't know what that is, just being spontaneous, following your intuition, getting off the beaten path, doing things differently than you have done up to this point. And it feels like this whole breath thing, you're kind of in a space where you're kind of feeling this out. You're not sure about any of this, but you will be. It's coming. The information is incoming. But for right now, follow your intuition. You will see more with time. And it's going to be different for everyone. I'm not going to go down all the different paths. But just know that it is incoming. The information is incoming. Okay, I'm going to do one more card from my personal oracle card deck. Okay, pile 3. Prosperity. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Door to value. Prosperity. It is coming. And your value, how you value yourself, how you know you're valuable in and of yourself, not that you have to look at anybody else's expectations. You're going to accomplish wonderful things, not by living under people's expectations of you, by finding your own path, by finding your own success, by finding your own inner light and sharing that with the world. That is where your success and prosperity is going to come from. It's your inner light. Okay, hopefully that resonated with everyone. Let's see, if you've made it to the end of this reading, let's see, leave me a little moon in the comments. I don't think I did a moon on the other 2 readings, but leave me a moon. If you liked my reading, please hit that like button. And if this resonated with you, please feel free to let me know what's going on with you in the comments. If you like my readings and would like to receive more of them, hit the subscribe button and that notification icon so you are notified when I post new content. I am sending you so much love, Pile 3, and I will see you back here soon for more readings.